Hi guys, this is surprise part 1. It's been a while since I've filmed something and I've only just got round to it, so as you can tell by the packaging, it's Hornby. You can see there. Now this is my new camera. I do hope that I do hope there's a difference in picture quality, but anyway, let's get started. So this is surprise part 1, and I'm doing it today from the comfort of a chair over here today. So surprise part 1, here it is. The box is a bit big, should exactly fit on the screen properly. You can see the majority of the logo. Now you may recognise this little logo there, Super Detail. Now with Hornby we'll have to see how much of a claim that is. And I'd just like to say that I've already taken her out of the box before we go any further, but as you can see, she is weathered. And let's have a look what she's called. She's called, getting used to my new viewfinder, and she's a 462. She's a Princess Royal class. She's called Lady Patricia and she's weathered. And another thing, that is what I like to see on a box for a logo. DCC ready. That's good. Now I will show you the packaging. It is hard. I'll do it from the other end. No problem with that. So standard Hornby box, card even. Got the card title there. It does say down there, model may differ from that illustrated. Now the weathering isn't that strong on the picture, but let's just have a look. As you can see, the box is empty. Hornby, I'm serious, you need to change your packaging. This isn't going to cut it soon. You can already see there's accessories that I've already opened, but now that I have opened them, I mean, there is a little instruction thing here. That's just about the brake rods, which I have fitted. I'd already taken her out and put the brake rods on, and I then found out that the tender doesn't fit inside the finding track pins all over my room. The tender doesn't fit inside with the brake rods on, but if you have a look at these, not sure if you can see them, I'm just trying to get them into a good view. Yeah, there you go. They are little steps, and you may be able to tell that they are weathered. And a weathered accessory that comes in there is good. You'll also see that, well, you won't be able to see there, but let's move back so I can see what I'm doing, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's the accessories. Just collect them all and put them back in the bag for safekeeping. Drop the mini screw twice now. But from the look of the couplings, it doesn't look like the NEM, which they probably won't be. So there's the standard packaging with the holes in the back, which needs to be changed. That's just a block. Get the usual DCC chip that comes with it, which is useless. Hornby, you may think it's useful, but it isn't. It is useless. And finally, we have the instructions. It's always the same. How to take the body off. More and more locos are coming in that form now. In this form here, where you pull it under and then you slide it out. But anyway, how to reverse the motor, oil, the usual. jibber jabber. Now I have put her on a piece of track, just for like display until I can get analog running on my layout. But let's have a look at the tender first. It's the typical British Rail Stanier tender. I'm not sure whether this is the late or the early crest. I'm not sure, I'll have to Google that, but you may see slight weathering. Okay, I'll show you the top. That's colour it's meant to be. And there you may be able to see weathering. But on the back you can see weathering here on the sprung buffers. Got the little stickers there. I'm not sure if that will focus. Yes, it does. That's brilliant. And on there it has the tender capacity for water, I think, and then the big vacuum pipe, which is also weathered. They have weathered this coupling as well, which is nice. There's no detail on the cab, it's just a mould, so no painted bits there. Put that back on the well, actually I'll keep that out here. And now for the loco, well, the actual engine herself. Now one thing I'll focus on first is her name. Level right, Lady Patricia. There we go. Got the 4 safety valves that are typical on these type of engines. She's Princess Royal class, and you may be able to tell from her humongous size. This is the piece of track I had her on. She only just fits on there. Just move the camera that way a bit. There we go. She only just fits on this. But anyway, get rid of the track. Back to the loco. Because of her size, you also notice that this droops down, so I will have to hold it. But one thing that's on the side, oops. One thing that's on the side, 7p above her number. Now that does stand for 7 passenger. You may know the class 9F, that's usually for freight, but a recent trip to the NRM at York to see the glorious Flying Scotsman. Speaking of which, I've got a note about her, my Scotsman, in a minute. It just has 9 on now because they are used for passenger and freight, seeing as steam engines are no longer the dominant type. Now as we look in the cab and it focuses in, we'll see that it isn't painted, so not so super detailed, but the weathering on here is absolutely brilliant. You'll be able to see the weathering on here. It doesn't quite show up in this light. I mean, I'm filming at about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, so it's quite bright. Yeah, you can see the weathering on the nameplate. It's a bit grubby. That's how it's meant to be. The weathering on the linkage. The linkage is beautiful. I mean, there are some. I do have a train simulator. There's a bit of dust from display. Train simulator. I really wish they did this loco, this class, on the front there. You'll be able to see a 5, I think it is. 5A. Not sure what that stands for, but if you want to tell me, you can you can email me or send me a Twitter, whatever. But on the side of here, I have another little. Get her in the right light. My camera's in the way, but you can see that vaguely. A little LMS logo. These were originally built for LMS, but anyway, to the front, weathered sprung buffers, which is nice. Yeah, so Enterprise Part 2. Well, I won't be running her until I can get analog going. Well, DC, as it's more commonly known for model trains. But a note about my Flying Scotsman, she has had to be taken out of service on my layout for now. She's being a bit temperamental with the DCC chipping, so I'll have to find out what's wrong with it and fix it, or email Hornby. Okay, anyway, hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you in surprise part 2. See you later, guys.